Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation news fans. Tayshia Adams, a favorite bachelorette among fans, shed some light on a bachelor mystery recently. Often on the dates, there is food on the table or a lovely spread prepared. Most of the time the people who are on the dates just look at the food. It can be a charcuterie board of massive proportions or a 4-course meal. They comment how good it looks and then they never eat. Recently, while sharing a recipe for her oatmeal butterscotch cookies, she talked about the phenomenon. Every date usually ends with dinner, but over and over the contestants walk away without taking a bite. Why? Tayshia Adams shared why. What did Tayshia say about this bachelor mystery? The reason this is such a huge bachelor mystery is because all the stars have talked about it. In a roundabout way. For example, they hashtagged Clean Plate Club for a while on Instagram. Tayshia said, "I know everybody is so concerned as to why we don't ever eat the food on the dates." According to Yoku Life, she went on to say it's because it's hard to get the sound bites while someone is eating. Fans can imagine listening to a lot of mouth noises wouldn't be that sexy. She said they eat before going on dates so they aren't starving. Tayshia added, "Sometimes the food looks kind of good and you want to poke at it, so that's definitely happened." How is living and cooking with Zach Clark? After solving that bachelor mystery, Tayshia talked about living with winner and finance, Zach Clark. The couple is currently living at Zach's place in NYC. It seems his bachelor pad doesn't have the things Tayshia needs to really cook. Tayshia said when they get to a bigger place, they will cook all the time. Now, she says they just love going out in the city and ordering in. It's important to note those rules don't seem to apply if the date is centered around doing something like feeding each other Canadian food. Fans are still melting over Tayshia and Zach's relationship. She had a skincare video and fans lost their minds over the Z necklace around her neck. Tayshia also shared a picture in a pool and said, "Remind me again why I moved to NYC midwinter." Zach responded, "'Cause when the fountains thaw out, we gonna swim in 'em." Fans of the show know how special fountains are to the couple. One commented, "I'm going to watch your season again because of this comment." Another said, "Zach, you got any single brothers? I'm single bro." What do you think of the no-eating rule on the show? Do you find it weird? Comment with all your thoughts. Shines light on one Bachelor Nation mystery, and fans can't believe it was right in front of us all along. For months, even years, Bachelor Nation has debated, questioned, and speculated about one curious, lingering mystery. What really happened between certain contestants off camera? The story we were never shown, the truth producers never wanted us to know. From cryptic Instagram unfollows to behind-the-scenes rumors of alliances, secret hookups, and bitter feuds, fans have built entire Reddit threads around this elusive piece of Bachelor lore. But now, Tayshia Adams, beloved former Bachelorette, fashion icon, and co-host of The Bachelorette Season 17, has finally cracked it open, and it's nothing like anyone expected. Chapter 1. A subtle hint or a master plan. It all started with a seemingly harmless appearance on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. Tayshia joined hosts Michelle Young and Becca Kufrin to talk about her latest business ventures, her new boyfriend, and her life post-Bachelor franchise. But it was one offhand comment, made with a knowing smirk, that sent the fandom into overdrive. "Let's just say, not everything that happened in paradise stayed in paradise," Tayshia said, laughing. "Some of the real tea never even made it to the camera." Becca raised an eyebrow. Michelle sipped her water, but neither pushed her to explain. Fans, however, they demanded answers. Chapter 2. The mystery that refused to die. The biggest theory centered around Bachelor in Paradise Season 7, specifically the bizarre, short-lived love triangle involving Brendan Moraes, Pieper James, and Natasha Parker. While much of the drama was shown, Brendan and Pieper arriving coincidentally and being exposed for having a pre-show relationship, something always felt missing. Brendan's smug attitude, Pieper's camera awareness, and Natasha's emotional confusion all hinted at deeper manipulation. But what if they weren't the only ones in on it? Bachelor Nation insiders have whispered for years that more contestants were involved in a pre-filming alliance, a strategy session where they planned who would couple up, who would play the villain, and who would stir the pot to guarantee screen time. But those rumors were never confirmed, until now. Chapter 3. The Truth Tayshia Almost Didn't Tell. Following her podcast appearance, Tayshia took to Instagram for an impromptu Q&A. When a fan asked about the Brendan Pieper scandal, Tayshia typed only 3 words. There were others. The internet exploded. Within hours, #Bachelor Conspiracy was trending. Fans began sleuthing through old Paradise clips, comparing eye movements, tone changes, and even background noises in scenes. Who else was involved? Who helped Brendan and Pieper? One fan reposted a clip of Chris Conran and Elena Milne arriving in Paradise together and being shamed by fellow contestants for their off-camera relationship. But unlike Brendan and Pieper, they were sent packing. Why the double standard? Because, one fan tweeted, Brendan and Pieper had protection. Someone higher up, someone in the inner circle. Was Tayshia referring to a producer cover-up, or something worse? Chapter 4. DM Leaks and the Secret Pact. It didn't take long before Bachelor Nation's most prolific Instagram sleuth, Bachelor Digger, posted *** screenshots allegedly showing a group chat between Brendan, Pieper, Chris, Elena, and, shockingly, *** 2 more names, Noah Erb and Abigail Herringer. While Noah and Abigail were known for their quiet, sweet romance on the beach, these screenshots hinted that they were also aware of the behind-the-scenes planning. Though their involvement wasn't necessarily malicious, the texts suggested they knew about Brendan and Pieper before the season began, and didn't say anything. Brendan's gonna do it, he's just gotta keep it chill, one message read. Don't blow it, lol. Remember we're all under the radar, another said. Fans were stunned. Could 2 of Bachelor Nation's most adored contestants have silently enabled the drama? Tayshia herself seemed to confirm it with a cryptic tweet that night. Everyone smiles on camera. Doesn't mean they were innocent off it. Chapter 5. The producers knew. The real twist came days later, when Tayshia appeared on Nick Viall's podcast, The Viall Files, and dropped the bombshell. Producers knew what was going on. They weren't just letting it happen, some were encouraging it. She claimed she wasn't under contract anymore and could finally speak the truth. She didn't name names, but strongly hinted that a top Paradise producer was actively coaching certain contestants about what narratives to lean into and which ones to avoid. People were getting texts before filming saying things like, "Don't worry, we'll set you up," or "Make sure you mention this in your intro." Nick was floored. Bachelor Nation was floored. Twitter melted down. Chapter 6. The motive behind the madness. So why would anyone do this? According to Tayshia, the answer was simple: followers, fame, and spin-offs. She explained that certain contestants formed early connections to secure screen time, then used that time to boost their social media profiles, grow their brands, and land post-show gigs. For Brendan and Pieper, it meant YouTube collabs and influencer deals. For Noah and Abigail, a soft and sweet storyline meant long-term fan adoration. But the real victims? Contestants like Natasha Parker, who had no idea they were being used as pawns. Natasha deserved better, Tayshia said plainly. She was set up, and no one stopped it. Chapter 7. The Fallout. Who's speaking out? As the story gained traction, more alumni began chiming in. Natasha Parker posted a TikTok using the viral sound, "I knew it, I knew it, I called it from the beginning." Her face said it all. Noah Erb, meanwhile, went on Instagram Live to insist he had no knowledge of any plan. "I loved my time on Paradise. I didn't plan anything. I was just focused on Abigail. But fans weren't convinced. Abigail stayed silent, and that silence spoke volumes. Brendan and Pieper disabled comments on their joint videos. Elena and Chris both posted vibes-only vacation photos, refusing to address the storm. But the loudest silence of all, the franchise itself, no official statement was made. Chapter 8. Tayshia's bigger message. Despite the chaos, Tayshia wasn't done. She returned to Instagram with a final message. I didn't expose this to be messy. I shared it because people deserve the truth. You deserve the truth. Don't believe everything you see on TV, and don't fall for curated love stories, especially the ones they want you to root for. It was a subtle but direct takedown of the show's shiny fairy tale packaging. In interviews that followed, Tayshia doubled down on her desire to create transparency in reality TV. I love this franchise. I owe a lot to it, but that doesn't mean I have to pretend it's perfect, especially when it hurt good people. Fans began to refer to her as the truth teller of Bachelor Nation. TikToks praising her bravery flooded social media. Reddit threads dedicated to Tayshia's revelations reached thousands of comments. Chapter 9. What happens now? The fallout continues. Natasha is reportedly in talks to return to a future Bachelor in Paradise season, with Justice as her storyline. Tayshia, meanwhile, is reportedly working on a documentary about her time in the franchise, and what she saw that never aired. Sources close to the production say it will include secret footage, anonymous interviews with former cast members, and possibly even whistleblower producers. Bachelor Nation may never be the same again. One final twist, a return to the rose. As if things couldn't get juicier, a new report from Entertainment Tonight claims that Tayshia has been approached to return as host of a future Bachelorette season. The franchise, desperate to rebuild trust, is allegedly hoping to bring her back as the voice of honesty fans now crave. Would she do it? Never say never, Tayshia said when asked. Final word. Tayshia Adams didn't just drop a bombshell. She shattered an illusion that many fans had clung to for years. In doing so, she reignited conversations about authenticity, manipulation, and the blurry line between love and strategy on reality TV. One mystery has finally been solved. But in classic Bachelor Nation fashion, it's only raised a dozen more. And Bachelor Nation will be watching.